Hi there. Yeah, the reason that I chose to work with cashmere specifically as the fibre to design my colour conscious collection in is because cashmere, firstly, is the king of yarns. It's a very, very, very sensual, high quality yarn that is actually derived from the underbelly of the goats that live in the Himalayas, up in their high up in the hilltops in their deep meditation. And they're each year that they get this surplus coat which becomes shaved. So a big cashmere jacket, for instance, will have the yarn of about 8 goats for their winter um, fluff. I was going to call it their winter coating, just on that certain point where it's the finest and the softest part. And cashmere as a yarn, first of all, takes colour extraordinarily well, as you'll see when you look around my shop or online at the clothes. Is that it just really absorbs colour to its maximum, so we can really keep the frequencies of the colours extremely vivid and extremely rich. And my whole collection is about high frequency colours, so that it nourishes and soothes our etheric field in our light body, as well as our physical being and our emotions, because it actually really does affect your emotions which colours you wear, and that's another story, and I will go into that in more depth on a later video. But what I want to say about why did I choose to work in cashmere as well is because the cashmere that we get, it's Mongolian cashmere. It's all ethically sourced and it's all bought with a fair trade price directly with the people who convert it. And then we have amazing craftsmen in Nepal that actually knit it. And the Nepalese people are very, very good with doing handcrafted products. So everything that I make is handcrafted in Nepal. Everything gets knitted on these flatbed machines. Then it's the whole process then becomes hand dyed, and then hand linked, and then linked on machines, and all hand finishing. It's a really wonderful process. I can assure you, we don't employ children, and we do pay really good wages, and really it's a very different situation than producing in China. And coming back to why do I love to work with cashmere, is because it gave me an opportunity to actually work with Nepalese people who have kindly hosted the Tibetan monks and nuns, and the Tibetan people in general, after they had to flee from what used to be called Tibet, which is now part of China, with a very ruthless regime that stops people practicing their spiritual belief system, which I find quite difficult, really. But you know, it's part of an evolutionary process, and it has its benefits in some ways. But I love Nepalese people, and I love Nepal as a country, and it just feels really good to be able to do this. And there's one more thing that this business, Rita Hraiz in Mudra, as a brand, actually sponsors a wonderful Tibetan orphanage stroke school of Tibetan monks, and you could find out more about that on siddharthafoundationuk.org. Yeah.